Interestingly, guys, I've been getting a lot of questions and emails and requests to do a video about my mindset and mentality throughout this process as a daily ongoing process. But when I talk about this process, I'm talking about my knee. When I first got injured, the physical pain was excruciating, but when they told me in the hospital that I was going to be at least a minimum 6 months, but that was before we found out everything else, I started crying on the spot. The sheer weight of the moment got to me. The next couple days, I was very down, and that's usually not like me. I've developed a very positive mindset throughout the years, but it was such a total shock because it seemed like everything had been taken away from me, and I was scared about the surgery. It was a big surgery, but I realized about 3 days after the injury that I was either going to go left or right, and I could either stop the depression or keep going down that road and never recover mentally, or put a positive spin on it. So what I did right away, I started saying to myself, I'm grateful this happened, I'm grateful this happened. I changed my state instantly. And I started thinking about all the positives that I could create out of my injury, such as how am I going to use it with the gym, rehabbing athletes, how am I going to use it to motivate myself and others. I could use it as a comeback story, give me something to really train for. It's teaching me patience. It's really humbled me to not take things for granted, and it's just a constant process. I visualize constantly. Each day I realize I just have to win that day. When I go to PT or when I'm doing my own rehab, I realize just make a little bit of improvement. That's it. You don't have to kill the world or conquer the world in one day. And when I look back now, even 2 weeks ago, I'm starting to walk. I mean, because I still got a little hitch in the giddy up. Starting to walk without as much of a limp though. I'm box squatting, trying to work my range of motion back. Sitting on a stationary bike, a regular stationary bike, and I'm starting to get that forwards and backwards pedaling. I just keep looking back, and very happy with my progress. So the main thing is, guys, and if you're using this to correlate to how to stick with the plan, how to be successful, is just win each day, win each moment. For example, when people go on a nutrition plan or a diet, instantly they have dread and they start thinking about, I got to take all this stuff away and I got to be deprived for 2 years. No, just win the day. Then it becomes a lifestyle. Then you don't think about it. Win the hour. When you talk about your mindset, remember I talked about positive mental attitude a couple of videos ago. Constantly got to flood your brain with positive thoughts. Okay, you got to visualize where you want to be at. I constantly visualize my, standing on the bodybuilding stage, my knee bending completely again. I listen to brainwave entrainment audio tracks with subliminal messages about my knee healing and it coming back to life. And I make it a point to hang out with positive people. So who you surround yourself with. So that's how I deal with my daily mindset and how I'm going to win each day. Everything I've done up until this point in my life has been training for this, and that was one of the positives I took for this. I've never been challenged like just physically, spiritually, mentally. So everything I've ever learned, I'm actually getting to put to the test. So in that regard, it's another reason I'm grateful. You can either be average or not. The majority of people are average, and it's a decision you have to make. If you decide you're not going to be average, you're going to be a 1%er. You got to get it going every day. Everything you do has got to be geared towards living your best life and towards success, whatever that means for you. Okay, I'll be posting more on this topic within the coming weeks, especially as I continue to make progress. But remember, you got to train the mind just like you train the body.